What is up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit the like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into the real of reality TV. I haven't been talking about the Real Housewives of New Jersey, and I actually had every intention on doing so. But I wanted to talk about this report, and I want to take it back to some time because this is now season 14. I started watching this new season of The Real Housewives of New Jersey, and I honestly haven't been watching it faithfully in the past several years. To be quite honest, I haven't watched it faithfully since the Manzos haven't been on. And I know that there's been a lot of drama, but honestly, The Real Housewives of New Jersey used to be one of my favorites because I felt like it was the most real. It really was. But it's been reported that their reunion has been canceled for this season. Now, I'm getting this from the Mr. Housewives blog on Instagram. So he's reporting, he says, they're saying the reunion is canceled because Teresagiudice, or Giudice, which is like, why does she still, I guess she can keep her last name. She's got 4 daughters with the man. Anyway, Teresagiudice and Melissagorga refuse to be in the same room with each other. It's causing a big rift with production. People magazine said that it was like that at BravoCon last year. The women were divided in 2 groups and never appeared on stage together. People Mag is also saying that Teresa and Melissa only interacted once this season, and it's in the finale episode. A Bravo spokesman's this is how they wrote it, so I'm not speaking off. A Bravo spokesman told people that a reunion is supposed to be about a resolution, which none of them want to do based off their behavior in the season finale. So Bravo is trying to develop a concept to wrap the season. First of all, it's the same thing that I believe happened similar, not saying the same scenario, but the Real Housewives of New York, their season didn't have a reunion when the previous cast was on there. And a lot of that, I believe, had to do with the investigation that was going on with Ramona, using the N-word. Ebony K. Williams, who was the first Black Real Housewives of New York cast member, she had a lot of head-butting situations because of the microaggressions, and we know how Ramona is and things like that. And there was also some stuff with, I believe, Luann. So they didn't have a reunion, and then all of them got axed, okay? And then they did a reboot, and now we have all new New York housewives. I wonder if the same thing is going to happen for New Jersey. But listen, like I said, I watched the Real Housewives of New Jersey from the very beginning. And let's just be honest. I started watching this new season, and I just remember, because I've watched the older seasons here recently, and Teresa's little girls, they are beautiful. They're funny. Melania with her bad self. I remember her crawling up and down the banister and hanging upside down. Thank God she didn't fall and bust her head on the marble floors. And it was just all kind of stuff. Teresa's gone to prison. Joe went to prison. He got deported. The younger ones are going to college now. If they want to keep Teresa on Bravo and they feel like her life is worth following, even though I don't really like her like that, she did make because of the tragedies and the drama and the real life stuff that was going on, and especially her children. Honestly, I don't care for Teresa, but I felt like, okay, she was good TV. So if they feel like she is that good for TV, then maybe give her some sort of spinoff or whatever. I'm not saying she deserves it, because nobody deserves TV. Nobody deserves this. But to have it come to this point where none of them have some sort of resolve where they could even be on the stage together. I watched the reunion last year, and when I saw Teresa saying, I won't have to see her ever again. This will be her last time. It was, to me, giving like she had that type of control where Melissa wasn't going to come back because she didn't want her back there. And it's like, if they're giving Melissa the boot because Teresa says she doesn't want her around anymore, then who's really running the show? So they brought her back. So apparently and clearly she doesn't run the show, but she thinks that she does. That entitlement thing, it just really gets on my nerves. And I'm not even saying that Melissa is my favorite either, because I remember the first season that she came on and she was, thank you, Jesus, and, all the stuff like that. And although I don't have any problem with anyone declaring their love for who they believe in out loud and in public, but it was giving an air of, oh, we got it like that. And Teresa and Joe, they're broke and this and that and the other. She's, oh, you got me the new Rolex and you built me a studio and all this other stuff. And then I didn't watch the seasons really where she got the clothing boutique envy. And then I heard things about that too when it comes to the clothing that she had in the store. And then there were rumors about Joe and his construction projects and all that other stuff. I don't know how real any of those things are. Didn't really care that much about it to investigate to see what was real and what wasn't. But is it time for them to just go ahead and give all of these people the axe, even though I know a couple of the ladies on there are newer? It's just like their second season now. But maybe it is time, because Teresa has been on the show from the very beginning. Melissa came on, I believe it was in season 3. So maybe it is time for them to just start afresh and start new, because I'm over this type of stuff when it comes to these women that they can't get along, go along to get along. And no, you may not really be friends like that, but the fact that production doesn't even feel comfortable recording the reunion because of this is crazy. I think it might be time for them to give all of them the axe and start over. Or maybe keep the 2 new people that just came on as the sort of maybe replacements for Teresa and Melissa, and then bring all new people on there. Because I don't really care for, what's her name, Dolores, because she's just all up Teresa's butt, in my personal opinion. She never really stands up to her. And then she'll say things in the confessional, still try to stay a little bit neutral, but she won't say things in the way that she would in the confessional to Teresa. And, all of those rumors that were, well, not even rumors, I believe they were confirmed about Teresa and the other chick, whatever her name is, contacting bloggers and giving them the heads up on scenes from the upcoming season and all that other stuff. It's like, this stuff is really ridiculous. And if it's come to the point where like this is all they got going on, even though we know they don't really, well, I don't know about Teresa, but the other one who's married to the plastic surgeon, she's obviously living really, really well. She didn't need the money. She definitely wants the attention. I believe for a lot of these women, it's not like the Atlanta Housewives or even maybe the Potomac Housewives where they really do need this extra check, even though they might try to act like they don't. The New Jersey Housewives, they don't really need the check. They really need and want the attention. They have become addicted to the attention that they get from being a housewife, quote unquote. So I don't know where this can go from here with these same people, unless they get rid of one, not just one person, but all of them, or they keep the 2 newest people on, which ironically, when you look at the picture that I use for the thumbnail, one of the newest ones is standing next to Melissa, and then the other one is standing next to Teresa. This may have been the plan all along, to get rid of the 2 oldest ones, get rid of the middle ones, keep those other 2 newer ones on, and then bring newer, younger, fresher people onto the show that live in those same areas that want the attention and already have the money. I believe that's what could possibly happen, but again, I don't know. But I like the New Jersey Housewives from the beginning. And what I loved about it too is because, one, they were actually really housewives. They were really in that life of, money, even though we know Teresa and her husband, it was like a little bit or maybe a lot of a different story. Unlike these other ones where it's like they are coming on, giving on the air as if they're really living that life, but then they get on, and then they get on by getting businesses and deals and all these other things. And then, that's when they really start being these people that are living this type of lifestyle. And I just believe that the Housewives franchise, they should have never really allowed it to be like that, where they allowed these people to be a part of these shows where they really didn't have it like that financially, and they use it as a springboard to get to a place that they desired to be. This isn't, this isn't Love and Hip Hop or, some other show like that. But anyway, what do you all think about this? I believe that it's time for Teresa and Melissa to go. I'm not saying that I have a favorite over the two, but in the beginning, I sympathize with Teresa in some areas. I definitely sympathize with the children because they were innocent in what was, going on in their household between Teresa and Joe at the time, and all the financial things and the court cases, the convictions, having to serve time and all of that. And then with Melissa, I sympathize with her too in some areas because I did feel that Teresa wanted her brother to herself, and she was putting all those rumors out there about Melissa sleeping around, being a stripper. Like, if you remember all of that stuff, and it was just like, dang, like, do you want to sleep with your brother? Like, what is going on right now? Like, you're that jealous of your brother and his new wife that you are trying to destroy and sabotage his relationship and his marriage, and they have children? Like, seriously? She wouldn't want anybody trying to do that to her. And there were the rumors out there about Joe sleeping around on her. We know they're not together anymore, but I'm just basically saying they both have their issues and their dirt and whatever. And I wouldn't say that either one of them is like a 100% victim, but I believe that like it's over and done. And if they don't want to have a relationship with each other anymore, I don't care. Because I do believe that sometimes when it comes to family, you go through things where it's just like, I can't really have anything to do with this person anymore. Don't even try to force it if it doesn't fit. And so move on. But if they want to give Teresa a spinoff, let it be. But I'm just over these women that get to the point where their heads are so swollen and they're so entitled where they can't even sit down on a stage for however many hours they are filming and recording the reunion to talk. It's stupid. Get over yourselves. You're not divas. You're really not that important. If they were walking next to me in a grocery store, I might recognize them, but I'm not going to fan out over any of these people. Well, I don't do that over anybody, but I'm just saying you may admire and respect people, whatever, but all of that stuff, these women just are ridiculous. So it's to the point where they've canceled the reunion. And I think that they're about to cancel these ladies. What do you all think? Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for liking and subbing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.